Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Learn JavaScript series, where we're creating a fun game and learning JavaScript in the same time. Now, this is part of a series, as I said, and all of the episodes are down in the description below, and this is episode 8. Whoa! We're taking this far out there. Okay, so if you're enjoying these videos, then hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell in order to get notified whenever I post videos like this. So with this being said, let's get on into our game. Now, last time we left off, we created our defense mechanism. So we can defend, it is displayed, and we are also generating mana. Now, when we reach 5 mana, we can use our heal. So it's time to heal our player. Now let's go into player 1 and create a const, and we're going to call this display heal player. Display heal P1, player 1. I have a bit of a typo there. Display, there we go. Now let's go to the document. Let's use query selector. I'm going to copy this part right here because we're going to select from the container of player 1. And we're going to select the heal class. Okay, now I'm going to copy this and paste it into player 2. Let's go down where player 2 is. Where do we have player 2? Player 2. Attack utility function, so this means we left player 2. Defend, attack, attack. There we go. There is player 2. Okay, intake, and we'll just change this 1 to A2. That's it. Now we also need another action from the player 2, and this time we're going to create another const and grab onto the button. Let's go in here. We're going to grab onto this heal button right there. So let's go in here. Let's create another const of heal player, and we're down here in player 2, so we're going to heal player 2. Okay, so we're going to go to the document and we're going to copy this. So document, query selector, and paste it in here. We don't need this, and we need the document. And we're going to select our ID of heal. Now we also need this button selector in player 1. So let's copy it, go up to player 1. There we go. Player actions, and we will replace this, or actually we'll paste this in and replace this 2 with a 1 and leave a space in here. Okay, so theoretically these two should work. Now let's grab onto the heal player. Let's go here, heal player. Just need the const, so I'm going to grab onto the button, go down after our defense event listener, and now we're going to, well, this is also a bit similar to our defend and attack mechanisms, but it has a few differences. So we are going to start out with an event listener. Add event listener, and we're going to listen for the click. So when we're clicking on the button, then something should happen. And we're going to use the arrow function again. Go in here, let me scroll up a bit. Open and close camel case, and now we're going to pack, well, a bit chunk of the code into a condition. So if, we're going to paste in here condition. So if something should happen, and else, well, the else statement is pretty simple. Else we're going to display a alert with a string of max HP or need more mana. Okay, so what is this if statement? Well, we are going to check, first of all, if the player has maximum health or if the player has sufficient mana. Now, the maximum health is simple. We're just going to say player. So from our player object, we're going to select this life and just check if the player's life is under 100. And another condition that we need is that also the player, so from the player object, its mana should be above or at least equal to 5. So this is the condition that needs to be met in order for the function to be initiated. Now, which function? Well, we will need to create a function which we'll call healPlayer. And this player will take in 3 things. It will check its intakes, it will check the player itself, and it will check the player. It will also check the player's heal. So let's go. Just going to hit save. We'll shortly test it out. So theoretically, if I click on heal right now, we'll get this alert because we don't have enough mana, and we have too much health. Okay, even, and it's also only working for player 1. Even if I keep attacking player, I should have done it. So this defend. Now take a look. If I try to heal, it will still display max HP or need more mana. Now when I reach 5 mana, so I heal again, damn it. Okay, now I heal, defend again, and try to heal. Well, now it's looking for the function, so this would actually work. But we don't have anything in the function, so let's, actually I don't need to heal player 1, but heal player. So let's take this function, go down to our utility functions, and we'll create a function which will actually heal the player. So let's go underneath of enable player actions and say here healing function. Forgot the G there. Okay, healing function. Let's create our function here. And we also need a function keyword. So function heal player. Now this needs a couple of variables. First of all, we will need the intakes. Now this should be not capital. Okay, so we need the intakes. We need the player itself, player, and we'll need it's displaying health. So display heal. Okay, now let's go in here and start creating. Well, first of all, we also need as I said, the damage is random. The generated defense within the damage is random. Our armor is 1. Our mana is also 2. This hard-coded in. But the amount of heal that we will generate each time will be random. So we're going to create a function again. We're going to create this function inside of the heal function. I'm going to say random. I forgot an end there. So random heal amount. Random heal amount. Okay, now when this function is going to be, now when we're going to use this function, it will return exactly as the other functions did, a math object, and we also use its floor property, and within this we call the math object again, and dot random. And now in here, I'm just going to limit this to be between 5 and plus 2. So we're going to generate a health that is between 5 and 2. Now, as we did with our attack functionality, I'm going to assign this function to a variable in order not to be, because we're going to call this function multiple times, not that we get each time a different value, because each time this function is called, it's going to generate a random number. So I'm going to assign it to a const called random heal. And when this constant is going to be used, it's going to call upon the function of random holy moly, I can type. So random heal amount. There we go. And open and close parentheses. So we just initiated the function. Okay, next up, exactly as we did with the attack, we're going to take the player. Not that. Take the player object dot life. We're going to target the life, and we're going to add to its initial life. Okay, we're going to just plus add our variable of random heal. And that's basically it. Now I can actually verify this by console logging our random heal. So just actually I want to log two things. I want to log the random heal, that is generated, and the player's health. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one in here, and the player, whoa, that's not what I wanted. And this one here. Okay, so let's start the game. Let's attack player 1 and defend, whatever. Let's attack him again. So I just want to get rid of a bit of a life there. Okay, 93, that's enough. So let's go ahead and heal. So when I click on the heal button, two things should happen. A random number should be generated, and the player health will be console logged and also shown. So let's click on heal. We don't have enough mana. Defend again, attack again, and now we're going to heal. Okay, so damn it, cannot read property life of undefined at, oh yeah, I know what is wrong. Player life, random heal, and then it's pushed to 142, which is up here. It's missing its intakes. Attack player, defend, defend, defend. It's player 2. Let's go up to player 1. I forget to type in here comment. Heal player. Okay, there we go. So heal player, and the function is to take in a couple of things, a couple of arguments. One of them is intakes from player 1, then player 1 itself, the object of player 1, and then display heal of player 1. There we go. Okay, so now let's try this again. Oh, damn it. No problem. So attack, defend, attack, attack, defend, attack, defend, attack, and now let's heal. And yay, there you go. So we healed with 3 and have 91 life now. Now, it's not displayed up here, but just trust me on this. So if, okay, now I can defend again, and let's attack again. And if I click on heal again, now we healed 2 points and have 87 life. Okay, now we need to take care of the other functionality, displaying the heal itself, taking care of this up here, reducing our mana, and also displaying the reduction of our mana. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff ahead. So let's quickly get into it. Now I'm not done with the healing function, so let's go down into our functionalities again. There we go. Now I'm going to delete these console logs. You can comment them out and leave them in, okay? So I'm going to completely delete this, and let's say, type in another comment, display damage. Not display damage, display heal. What am I doing? I want to display the heal that we are generating. Okay, now we're going to take the player, the object of the player. Now this will be the player that is going to be passed in here, okay? So this is why we needed this player. And let's say player.life. No, wait. Damn it, what am I doing? We're displaying, we're not healing. Okay, so up here we're display heal player. Okay, and we're going to take its inner HTML, but this display is from here. Okay, so inner HTML, and we're going to change this to using backtick, so template literal with plus. We're going to display it as, we're going to show the player that he's gaining life, and the amount of life that he's gaining is generated through that random. And why can I type random? Random heal. Okay, so this const that we created up here. Let's hit save. Now let's also style this. Let me copy this, go down here. So display heal dot style dot color, and well, I didn't create this color, but I'm going to create it up in our variables again. So this color will be heal. Should I just leave it as heal? Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it just as heal. Okay, so let's go up in our colors. Elemental defensive, this is also defensive. So let heal is equal to a string, and we're going to use our, oops, I misclicked. There we go. We're going to use a hexadecimal number of 3FB618. Okay, this is our heal color. Let's go down to our utility function, and let's continue on with our code. You know what is, you already know what is coming up. We're going to display it then as block. And because we're displaying it as block, also means that we need to hide it. Okay, now how can we hide it? By copying our function of reset intakes. So we're going to go in here, type in a comment, reset display generated health. Okay, let's go down here, reset. We're going to use our reset display intakes function, and I actually need to go up in the function. Oh, yep, the function is right here. Modify state. There we go. Reset display intakes. Now we need to generate one last thing. Display health. Display heal. There it is. Okay, now we're going to copy this if statement, and exactly as we did up there, if display heal exists, then we're going to hide it. That's it. Now we need to take care of the order here. So display damage, display armor. We need display armor. We need display we don't need display mana, but we need display heal. So let me copy from here this one. Reset display intakes. Let's go back to our function. Let me replace this here. So we had our, what do we have? Just a sec, so I don't get confused. We had display damage, display armor, display mana, display heal. Okay, we only need display armor and display heal. So that means we don't need, I think I should type this in. And this shouldn't be players, this should only be display armor. We don't need you, but we need to stay here. So we need to assign it a value of null. It exists, but its value is null, okay? And now we need to display here our, oh, come on, heal. There we go. Okay, this should reset all our functionalities. Let's see if this works. Oh, we need mana. So defend, attack, defend. I know. I misclicked. Don't judge me. Okay, so now we can heal. Yay, there we go. And you should disappear. Why aren't you disappearing? Let me think about it. So we have a 300, we have an error. And this is because I'm displaying something here that shouldn't be in there. Damage, we need display armor. Why aren't we displaying the armor? Oh wait, I know why. Because we only need to display heal, we're not displaying armor. So this should be also null. Okay, so let's try this out again. Oh, damn it. Defend, attack, defend, attack, defend again, and let's heal, and there we go, and go away, yo! Perfect. So, this is working. Now we need to display heal. Now we need to create that animation of blah, 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 those little crosses that I showed you. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Now we're going to actually create HTML within JavaScript. So let's first of all create a variable of intake. And this intake is going to actually be the variable for the intakes. Okay. Now let's go down here, create a const of healing container. And what this healing container will do is it's going to generate, so document.createElement, and it's going to create a div. Okay, so we can actually create elements within JavaScript. So I'm going to create, take now this variable that I just created, it's constant, and I'm going to assign it a class by using the class name property. And with this property, I'm going to assign it a class of healing minus item and underscore container. Now within this item container, I want to place 3 images that will represent that healing effect. So let's say healing container dot inner HTML and now using template literals backticks, I'm going to create here, you know what, I'm going to copy it in because it really takes a whole lot of time. So I'm going to take this, or should I paste it out? Now let's create one. So a image tag with the class of healing item. So I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'm going to put it in here. And this should be between quotations. Okay, so we have an image tag with the class of healing item. Within this, I'm going to give it a source. And the source will be actually where we stored our image. And the image that we're going to use for this is the healing green image. So what I would suggest to do is go into HTML, and where we want, just do this image and delete this alt, go in here and just go for the source. So image and healing green. Now you only need this. Okay, actually, you know what, I'm going to take all of this, Command X or Control X, cut it out, go into my game.js and paste it in here. But then we need to delete this image and delete this closing brackets. Okay, but this is not all. I want to take this and copy it 2 more times. So we have 3 images. Now, this is not enough, because for the intakes, we're now going to go down here, going to take the intakes variable that we just created, and now I'm going to append and use append child, and I'm going to append to this index variable the healing container. Okay, now we need to create an effect that will loop through this, that will loop through each image and assign it a animation. Now first of all, let's create that animation. And I'm going to create the animation inside of our CSS. Now let's go in here, and I think I also wanted to style a bit our buttons. So let's say class of healing btn, and I'm going to take out the borders, so borders none, Node.js, yay, borders none, and outline also none. Okay, let's go further down. Now I'm going to create an animation using at keyframe keyword, and this will be the healing animation. Okay, now this healing animation will have 3 stages. First of all, at 10% will be a stage where the animation is at the top with 100%, and it has a opacity of 0. Now the next step is when the animation is at 90%, it's going to be at the top with only 10% and the opacity of 80. And at the end, when the animation is done, going to be at 100% and will have the opacity of 0. Okay, so let's hit save. Let's go down here, and now we need to assign this. First of all, we need to style our container, our healing container. So let's grab onto the class, which still doesn't exist. The class, we are creating the class within here. Okay, so we're creating it within JavaScript. We don't have it in our HTML yet, but we're going to take the class of healing. You know what? In order to not make any mistakes, I'm just going to copy this, because as you know, if you're following the series, I am an expert in typos. So copy this in, go down here, let me actually go up here, and let's say width of 250 pixels. Okay, so now I'm actually styling the container, because the container, when it's created, it doesn't have any style. It doesn't have any width, it has nothing. Okay, now margin 0. Not 0, but auto. I want to be able to place it in the center of the page. So, in the center of this container. And we're going to display it as flex. You see Y. And the flex direction will be in a row. Okay, now we're going to take those healing items that we're creating using template labels, and we're going to position them. They are positioned within this container, but we're going to use position, not relative, absolute, and they will have a height of 25 pixels and a width of also 25 pixels. And then, so actually at the start, they will be displayed as none. Okay, now let's go down here. Now I'm going to take each of the animations. We have 3 animations, okay? So we're going to use the child selector. We're going to take the container and say its first child should be displayed as block, and it should have the animation well, with the name of healing animation that we created up here. Let me copy this, of healing animation. It should take 2 seconds, and it should be the effect of easing out. Okay, now I'm going to copy this healing animation 2 more times. I'm going to replace the second one with nth child, and this will be in parentheses number 2, and we're just going to increase this speed to 3 seconds. And the last one will be last child, and its animation is going to take 4 seconds. Now that's basically it for the styling. So we can actually close up our CSS, go back into JavaScript, and let's continue on by using JavaScript. We're going to now create another const of healing items. So we're going to select those items, healing item. This should actually be items, healing items. Okay, we're going to go to document, not DOM error. Document, I'm going to use query select all this times, because I'm going to select all of the items. So query select all, and within here we're going to select the class of healing item. So all of the 3 classes that we're creating up here. And now we're going to take this variable, or this constant that we just created. So this one, and now we're going to use a forEach loop on it. So forEach, within here, I'm going to use a callback function, and I'm going to insert a variable of forEach item. We're going to take this item, and from its class list, or to its class list, we're going to add, within here we're going to add a healing item underscore animation class. And now we also want to remove the same class that we created, and we're going to let's type in here a comment, say remove healing container. So after the healing effect is created, I want it to disappear. Now I'm going to use a setTimeout built-in function from JavaScript, and this also using a callback function. So I'm going to use the arrow function again and close parentheses, and within here, within curly brackets, we're going to say healing container dot remove. Okay, open and close parentheses, and we just need to tell it the time. So after 2 seconds, exactly as we have it, as we had it for the attack. So that's pretty much it for our utility function. I hope I didn't create any errors. Now let's go back to player heal. So player one heal. There's a player one. Hey, there we go, player one. Okay, and we're almost done with our function. Now let's go back into our if statement, and let's say we created this condition that we need 5 mana. Now we need 5 mana because we're going to consume mana. Okay, in order to consume mana, we need to take the player, and in this case a player one dot mana, so the object with the key of mana, and from its initial player one dot mana, we are going to just deduct 5. And exactly as we always do, we're going to now style it. So we're going to use type in here comment display generated mana. We're going to use display what am I doing? This play mana from player one dot inner HTML, and we're going to display that we deducted, and use backticks again, that we deducted 5. Okay, so minus 5. Let's close this up. Now let's take this display. Now what, I'm going to copy it. I'm extremely tired today. So display and style dot color, and we're going to use our backticks again and the variable of mana, so for the color. Okay, we have this. Actually, let me scroll a bit up. So this will be more in the center of the page, and let me grab onto display style, because as you know, we need to hide it now. Display style dot display, and we're going to display it as block. There we go. Now we need to reset our display. So we're going to, don't I have, hey, there we go. We need to do the same thing that we always do. I'm going to copy this, copy it in here. And let's see, we need to reset a few things. There's modifying, oh, but we don't have our reset. There we go, there's a reset. So I'm going to copy the reset from the defense, go in here, reset display, copy in the function, and now let's think about it. So we don't have any armor, so this will be null. The first one null, the second one null. We need to display mana, and we need to hide health. So health will be also null, which was the last one, actually. Okay. Now we need to disable buttons, and actually I don't need this modify stats right now. We just need to disable our buttons, and let me actually check in disable buttons functionality, which is down here somewhere. If we also have, no, we don't have it. I need to go in here and also insert our attack, defend, heal player. Okay, and we also need to insert it here. Unsetted token. What? Oh, dot. There we go. Heal player. Okay, and we also need to enable the heal player from the other player. So also in the enable function, we're going to insert a heal player. Okay, so this is done. I need to go up in my heal functionality into player 1, defend, and there's a heal. And now we need to tell it at the end here that it should heal player 1. So I disable its buttons, and then from player 2, it should enable its buttons. Okay, so let's try this out. Attack. Whoa, it's already not working. So set attribute of undefined, again 300. This set attribute disable at 300. Let's see what we did wrong. What I did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You're just learning. So once again, what was the error? Console, the error was that cannot read property set attribute of undefined. Because disable buttons array set attribute undefined. Something is undefined. And it's always stopping here at disabling the button. Do I have heal player? Let's see up here. We have display player, player stats, attack player, heal player. I do have heal player. Huh. So what seems to be the problem? Because this should only disable the button. Heal player, blah 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 blah. Heal player 1. So buddy, what's the problem? Attack player, heal player, go down into our utility function and let's see. Heal player. Dude, what is wrong with you? Disable buttons. Okay, so let's start up here where I'm going to attack player. Okay, let me console log up here. Console log heal player 1. Okay, going here, heal player action form 63. Okay, so this is working. For player 2, we have heal player 2. This is also correct. Let's go down. Heal player, index, display heal. We have everything that we need. Now let's go start game again. Let's attack with player 1. We're getting the error. It was 325. So up here, it's telling me then that at 107. Oh yeah, we also need to include it in here. So attack player, defend player, and heal player. Heal player 1. So we need to do this. Actually, let me copy this in here. We need to do this in our attack, and I believe also in our defense. Yep. So I'm going to copy both of this. Oh, how could I forget something like this? Of course it's missing. I'm going to copy it in here. Now let's go down to defend. Actually to heal player, and we already have it in here. So theoretically player 1 should work. Yes, but if I click on player 2, I'm getting the same error. No problem. We're going to go down to player 2, and we're going to replace within the attack. Disable, and we're going to switch this. So disable player 2. Oh wait, 2 and 2, and here also 2, and here we'll have 1 for each of them. So this one and 1. Okay, so this is working, and now I'm just going to take this and replace it down here. So let's check this out. Attack is working. Defense, defend, attack, defend, attack. Now let's click on heal, and yay, there's our heal. Okay, now let's see what else do we have to do. I think I'm still missing something. And attack again, defend, attack, defend, attack. Okay, now I'm going to press on the heal button, and the animation, we're missing the animation. Where's our animation? So we said that healing for each item, get class, event listener, healing item animation. Oh, I know, I made a mistake. We're going to go back into our CSS, sorry guys. And here, this is not the container. Oh, so stupid. This right here, it's item, select all 3 of them. Animation actually. Oh wait. So let's try this again. Control Z, select the container, select all 3 of them, and type in animation. Okay, so now this should work. Now let's attack again. Let's defend to generate 5 mana. And I'm going to heal, click on heal now, and bloop. Seeing the green stars there, that's our animation. Let's try this again. Okay, I'm going to click on the heal button and blah 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 blim blim blum. Ha! Cool. Okay guys, we made it. We can heal ourselves, we can defend ourselves, we can attack. So hope you enjoyed this video. This was a long one, sorry about that. But as you saw, there were a lot of things that we needed to do. But if you enjoyed the video, then hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. If you didn't, dislike this video. And if you're enjoying my content, then please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. in order to get notified, because I post videos on a weekly basis. And I hope you enjoyed it. Really hope, and really like to have you as a follower. So see you next time. Bye bye.